Okay, I have this ECU set up on the engine simulator. You can see the engine simulator is right here. Actual ECU is a P30 ECU from Trinidad. And a guy gave me sent it to me because he was having a problem with code 9, which unfortunately we haven't been able to replicate, at least on the simulator. He brought to me, it had some work done to it. They tried to replace some of the capacitors. I guess they were trying to see if it was something to do with that. Most of the time, capacitors are not a distributor problem, but a bad one could have a bad problem with the distributor. But it doesn't seem like any of them are really bad. It just seems that they scraped the board up for nothing. But anyways, basically what the engine simulator is you have your 4 injectors going 1 through 4, VTEC, fuel pressure relay, idler control, EGR, which is for boost applications. Some editors use EGR for a boost solenoid, which this ECU does not have it. Then you have your check engine light right here. And then you got your igniter coil. As you can see, it's actually working. It's been working for 55 minutes, so just under an hour now. So, as you can see, it does have a check engine light. We're going to check it. Unfortunately, the simulator does have a problem with idler control. Even though the ECU doesn't have a problem with idler control, it'll throw a check engine light for it. So let's jump that circuit. Let's jump the check engine light and see what it is. That's the service connector switch right there. So, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, which is code 14, idler control. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's repeating the codes, meaning it only has one code with a long pause. Meaning that it only has one code, which is code 14, which you know is not an issue with this ECU. It's just an issue with a simulator. It just throws a code for it, even though it works. A little bit about the simulator. This is RPMs, as you can see. They increase it, it goes higher. This is your map center. As you can see, if you turn it real fast, actually you can see a difference in the ELDs on the injectors, even though most of the time you don't. And then you have a TBS, engine coolant temperature, this air intake temperature sensor, and that's the O2 sensor, which doesn't really retain anything about this ECU because it doesn't simulate closed loop with the simulator most of the time, because how it's set up with the actual stock code. It's just more for testing purposes for other engine managements. Anyways, as you can see, I mean, there's nothing really wrong with the ECU, at least on the bench. Unfortunately, I don't have an actual car with this setup, stock injector stop map sensor to actually test in the car. I'm actually be working on it tomorrow to get it tested, to get it working and working on the actual running car, just to make sure it's good, because I don't want to send it back without actually having a problem with the car. That's one thing I don't want to do. That's just not good. But anyways, like you can see the inner workings of the ECU. See exactly what's going on with it. Like I said, I mean, if this ECU doesn't have any problems tomorrow, which it shouldn't, and we'll see what happens.